Okay, hello everyone. My name is Laquan Williams, and today in this video I'm going to be doing my review for the new Superman and Lois season 2, episode 1. It aired on the 11th of January, a couple of days ago, 2022. And essentially, what's been going on is, essentially, basically, we're picking up where we left off with Captain Luther, aka John Henry Irons, and his daughter Natalie or Nat. She came from their 2000. I think they're in the future, 2042, I believe. Came from their home, their timeline. Now she's coming back in the past to 2022, where she's with obviously her father now. She saw Lois Lane. She believed that she was her mother, even though her mother's dead. She looks just like her. She's her doppelganger. That they're dealing with that, her trying to get over that and explain to her father that she can't deal with this. She had to go back to her old high school where everybody there who her friends were, they obviously don't know her because remember, these are different versions of them, so she has to act like a complete stranger. She's kind of like being isolated. She's upset obviously because she doesn't have her mother around, and she just came back to this Earth timeline, and she's obviously not happy with it. So we've seen that obviously, and Lois trying to is upset about that and guilty because she knows that she's not her a real mother, but she tried to talk to her the best she can and tell her that she's here for her and you're part of the family and whatnot. And essentially, in the end, they're living in the barn, so they're living actually with the Clark Kent, his family, the Kents, at the Superman home or compound over in not Metropolis is where they were, but now they're back in Smallville, so that's where they're at right now. So basically, that's what's been happening. Superman's got merchandise on the street now, and after he saved the whole town, everybody is very welcoming of him more now because of what he did to take out obviously his brother, the Eradicator, who was I forgot his name, but the Eradicator, Morgan Edge, yes, who is obviously his real brother, his Kryptonian brother to him. I forgot his Kryptonian name, but obviously Kal-El is obviously Superman's Kryptonian name. So he's his half brother. His mother, they have the same mother, different fathers, and that's essentially what happened. You'll see if he'll be back, or also if Laura Lang will be back as well. His right hand, she's evil, she's so dangerous. I don't know if they will be back, but it's possible. But another villain who is not General Zod will be in this season. And I'll get to that in a minute. Jordan and Jonathan both have obviously relationships that they're dealing with. Jordan's girlfriend came back just from band camp. It's looking like she met somebody else. She was very distant from him. He's got supersonic hearing now, which means his dad, Superman, has been helping him work with his powers and whatnot. Hopefully he gets a suit at the end of the season. Maybe not, I don't know. Or he'll probably start flying towards the end of the season, which is season 2 of Superman&Lois. Jonathan's back to playing football, and now that his arm's healed, he didn't get to play that much because the coach has been benching him because he just came back from a major injury, so he's not happy about that. But he has a new girlfriend that's he makes him happy, and so he's excited for that. Lois is still trying to continue on with her paper with her partner. I forgot the girl's name, but they're trying to move on and get other reporters to come in to help them expand. Now that they're basically the lifeline in the pulse of obviously the city, and now Lana Lang is doing politics as well. So she's no longer, since Morgan Edge left, she needed a new job. So now she is a political. She's in politics. She's a political campaign manager. She's helping this guy running for I believe mayor or governor. I think it's mayor of Smallville, and trying to help him win. So she's doing that. Her husband, who used to be the fireman, I think he might be back at his job. I didn't see him actually suit up at all for any of that, but he was mad and upset that Superman had merchandise on the street, even though Lana told him Superman is a hero, everybody loves him. What's the big deal? He didn't like it that it was like people are being used and commercialized, but she was saying people are making money off of it, and this is a small town, and people are thriving. So he's always a stick in the mud. Like, I don't like that guy anyways. If you want me to be honest with him. Yeah, it seems like he's always just a stick in the mud. But it's funny how he had a problem with that, but he had no problem with Morgan Edge bringing his money into the town and saying, everybody's going to get jobs and this is great. But he has a problem with Superman, who stopped Morgan Edge, who was obviously half brother, the Eradicator, from destroying the whole town and saving him himself included. So we'll see what happens with that. Superman is not his relationship with the DOD is not looking well because his father-in-law, who was Lois Lane's dad, has retired. He's no longer there. John Henry Irons, aka Captain Luther, is not there. They offered him a position. Excuse me. Lois Lane's father offered him a position while he was retiring at the party that they had. He announced it. He said no. It was a barbecue, and everybody was invited, basically a cookout for everybody. He said no, so he's doing his own thing to keep his daughter Natalia safe. Natalie, excuse me. So he might do that. I don't know. The new guy is much younger. He looks like he's in his late 30s to early 30s. Excuse me, his early 30s to late 30s. He's possibly 40, but he's the new guy. He looks like he's more pushy because he's not working with Superman, because obviously Superman's father-in-law was in charge, who was obviously Lois Lane's dad. So he understood more because they're family at the end of the day, even though he did get on Clark Kent and kind of hound him, and they got into arguments. This guy is like, you have to be 100% committed to the United States. You can't save people. And even if you do, like, he saved a North Korean nuclear subship from drowning. The people were dying. He saved them, and then obviously the guy at the DOD got mad and said, "You could have dropped them off on American soil." He said, I'm not involved in politics like that. I'll save people, but I'm here to save the world, not just to be loyal to America, but the world." He says he doesn't like that. You need to be loyal to America only, as like Captain America essentially, but Superman, he said no. Obviously, even Captain America kind of was not like that, obviously, even though he's a Marvel character. So essentially what happens is they're having a big, huge problem. He had, throughout this episode, Superman's been having these headaches and stuff. You've been seeing him take place while he's obviously in suit, flying around. I don't know what's going on with that. I don't know if it's essentially the new villain. And he's, it looks like in this next episode, which they're teased, which will be next week, season 2, episode 2, that he's seeing visions of the future and the planet being destroyed. So I believe the new villain that they obviously are going to have in this show is obviously what's setting him off, because we saw a little reveal at the end, and that's probably what the reason is. Superman knows that this guy is probably coming, but he doesn't know what's going on. But he sees that the world being destroyed and whatnot. He obviously will have to stop him with Captain Luthor's help in the DOD. There was a big, huge earthquake that took place in Smallville, and Superman had to go out and save people. After he was doing that, the coal miners that he saved some people. Coal miners stopped a water tower from falling. After he went to go save the coal miners, he saw that there was actually 3 Kryptonians, young Kryptonians, wearing Superman outfits, who were helping them out. And they flew around, and they disappeared pretty quickly. He was like, "What's going on?" He was shocked, along with me. If you were watching it, he went to the guy at the DOD, and he told him, "These are our new team. This is our new team. They're doing great. They're doing amazing work." He told them that. Why didn't you tell me about this? He says, "You don't want to play ball. You do not want to be only loyal to the United States of America and the DOD. So we have to get this young team of Kryptonians to help out, and they're going to be doing what you can't when you're not around." The Superman logo on their chest, the S. He said he was offended. Superman told the DOD, this new guy, to tell them to take that off. He said, "Not to worry. It's not a big problem or deal. The world can have more than one Superman." And he gave him back his transmitter slash alarm thing that they have for Superman when they want to contact him. They just press that, and it's a supersonic hearing device, and he can hear it, and he comes right away. Lois has one as well for the kids. Jonathan and Jordan have one as well, so their father can help save them if they need to. He gave it back to him, and he told him, when you want to change your mind and actually stand down and be loyal to the United States of America and the DOD, you can come back and talk to us. And essentially that's what happened. The terms of their deal obviously have changed, because the DOD's new head, this young guy, he's really pushy. He's very bossy. He does not like the fact that Superman is obviously saving other people and not just loyal to the United States. He wants him to be obedient, basically a slave. He says, "I've gave my promise in my life. I've gave my life. I've been giving my life, and I've been promising the world that I will save them no matter what." So obviously that this has been a huge problem. That's essentially what happened. The ending is what obviously was we were all looking at it. If you watch the show, like, what's going on. So we saw this hand. They showed the underground of after the coal miners that were okay. And towards the end of the show, it was the last 30 seconds of the show. It was an earthquake. There was a bunch of rumbling and just banging loud noise and rocks being pushed up. We saw a big, huge cyborg robot-like hand pop out from the ground. I didn't know if this was Brainiac. Some people are saying it's a Bizarro Superman, but it's been confirmed that the villain that they just revealed, not by face but by arm, and that is going to be teased. And the Superman&Lois boss on the show says that showrunner Todd Hill being teases what's to come in season 2. So the villain that they are going to have is going to be Doomsday, one of Superman's most dangerous adversaries. And we will see, obviously, what's going to happen. It says that Doomsday is going to be seen a little bit more in episode 3. You'll get the full reveal, which will be next week. More or less, this is kind of what he looked, what kind of like happened. We saw this, but his hand wasn't, his hands were covered. So it'll be like a cyborg version of Doomsday. Very dangerous, though, obviously very scary. And it'll be very interesting to see what he looks like fully next week when they reveal him, because he's very dangerous. I don't think Morgan Edge will be even back with Laura Lang in the end, to stop Superman, obviously, or to screw things up. It's possible they might come out of nowhere towards the end of the season. I don't know. But these extra Kryptonians, these younger guys who can help Superman, who actually are working for the DoD, can help Superman take down Doomsday. I don't know how that would work, obviously, because he doesn't know them very well, and he was very upset about that. But yes, Doomsday is going to be the villain for this season. I don't know if he's going to be the main one. It could be him, and also possibly maybe Morgan Edge will be back, like I said, at the end of the season with Laura Lang again, obviously, or it could be possibly a Doomsday, and we possibly get a tease of General Zod at the end of the season, because they had him last season, but there was no physical version of him. He was jumping into Superman's body, obviously, and took control of it, and that was basically it. He also jumped in Jordan's body, his younger son, who just got his powers, obviously, and tried to destroy him. So essentially, we're going to see what happens with that. But the show has been very fun and entertaining. I enjoyed it. And Doomsday and Superman on the CW TV network is going to be great to see. And I'm gonna enjoy watching it. I love it. It's cool, because I was like, what's going on? And we'll see what happens, obviously. But it looks cool. Obviously, these are comic books, obviously, versions of him. But he probably will be looking like wrapped up in this, obviously, which is look like bionic arms, and kind of like Dr. Octopus, obviously, with his long arms that are biotic. But there was no green on his hands. His whole hand was in steel. So it looks like it's a cyborg version of him. I don't know. It's pretty cool, though. I'm happy. I'm excited. The episode was cool. It was nice. It was, back to the first season. A couple episodes where Superman's like saving people, not really fighting any bad guys, but they're already bringing out Brainiac. So, excuse that Brainiac. Doomsday. Brainiac's another Superman villain. Doomsday will be probably fully capable of attacking well, not fully capable. He'll probably fight Superman probably in the 4th or 5th episode. He'll be fully revealed next week on episode 3. This is episode 2. No. Episode 2, you're going to see him a little bit more. And episode 3, you'll get the full reveal. So next week in season 2, episode 2, we're going to see a little bit more of Doomsday. And then probably hear him talk. Then in episode 3, it says for this season of Superman&Lois, we're going to see his full entire body and face, obviously. So that they'll probably show that at the end of the 3rd episode, possibly midway through it, obviously. But the next 2 episodes, we're going to see Doomsday a lot more, and then we're finally going to see what he looks like fully. That's going to be great. I'm excited to see it, and the show has been great. I wonder if Jordan will be getting his own suit at the end of the season. Will he learn how to fly, and if he'll be able to control his heat ray vision? And obviously, what else will his father be teaching him? And if they go back to the Fortress of Solitude, where are they going to be able to, and how are they going to be able to get Superman's father, his Kryptonian father, to get back to talk to them? Because that crystal that they had got broke by Morgan Edge. How they'll be able to get him back to speak to him, I don't know if that's possible. Jordan's grandfather. I don't know. That'd be cool if they got him, because him talking to them was very nice. I liked it, even though he was a hologram, but he was still able to talk to them. But we'll see what happens. But the show has been great and entertaining. The last season, obviously the first one to the intro. Now we're in season 2. It's been awesome. If Natalie's going to have powers, I have no idea if she is, but John Henry Irons is her dad, so probably not. Will she have her own suit? It's possible to help her dad, because once Doomsday gets involved, it's all hands on deck with everybody. The DoD, Superman, Jonathan, Captain Luthor. I don't know if obviously Morgan Edge, Laura Lang, we're going to help out, help Superman and the whole town of Smallville take down Doomsday, even though they might have to, because he's going to be out to destroy everybody. I don't think anybody's going to be on his side, obviously, but we'll see what happens. If there's going to be any evil Kryptonians showing up again, I have no idea. So far, only the new young faces that we saw, who are Kryptonians who work for the DoD as their new secret special team, the B team. Superman's obviously going to have to work with them and adjust to obviously dealing with the fact that he's not the only Superman in town, even though everybody looks at him as obviously the case. They don't know these young kids, and obviously we'll see what happens with that. But it's been very great and entertaining. We'll see what happens on the show throughout the rest of the season. And that's it for my review for my video. It was great. I enjoyed it. give the episode about an 8 out of 10. I would have liked to see them less focused on the relationship aspects of this show, but that's they have to do that because Jordan and Jonathan are young teenagers in high school. They have their teen love and stuff. I really don't care about that. I'm more interested in seeing what's going on with Doomsday. Obviously, if Morgan Edge is going to come back, but that's the only thing I really didn't like. That was probably essentially it. Yeah, basically. And Superman's supposed to be having visions next week, and we'll see what happens with that. The DoD does not trust him, and they're going to have some back and forth situations. We'll see what happens with obviously Lois Lane's father now that he's retired. What will he be doing and helping the whole entire Kent family out, since he is a part of them forever, ever? But obviously, as their father and the grandfather of the Jordan and Jonathan. So we'll see what happens with that, and if he will come back. And that new guy in the DoD will be kicked out because obviously him and Superman are not getting along. He wants him to be loyal, obedient, and a servant of the United States government, and along with the DoD and the country of the United States of America. And Superman says, no, I am responsible for everybody in this world. I made a promise and oath to save everyone's life, every single innocent person's life. Even bad guys, obviously, if you need to save them for information, obviously, Superman does that. Also, other superheroes do that in comic books as well. So we'll see what happens with that throughout the rest of the season. And I'm very excited for that. And we'll see if any other CWTV network characters from other shows, such as The Flash, possibly maybe Batwoman or any other show characters will be making an appearance, such as Stargirl and Naomi. Now that they're kind of close together now, with Naomi having some type of ties to Superman because Superman came to her town. She got powers somehow because of that. I don't know. I'm not watching the show. That's all I know about it. But we'll see what happens. And that's the end of my video. Thanks for watching, and we'll see what happens throughout the rest of the season of season 2 of Superman and Lois. And this is my review for season 2, episode 1 of Superman and Lois. And that's the end of my video. Again, thank you and goodbye. Thanks for watching.